And now, Perfect Pairings, brought to you by Total Wine and More.
Bring out the booze.
Our Perfect Pairings brought to you by E. Leon Jimenez Rum. And we're on the whiskey side of town with our friends from Woodinville Whiskey.
Woodinville, yeah, from Woodinville, Washington.
Ah.
So I
See,
really have
see
to-
I'm making a mistake. I'm putting a T in there. It's a D. Woodinville.
I mean, it's on your show notes.
I know, but that means I'd have to look at them.
Shout out to 312.
Hey.
No, no.
3 Chicago? 312?
Look at him. Jesus. You tried to
I
throw him
know,
a curve
I
on. He was
know.
like,
Machina.
no.
Machin.
You are.
Machin.
Jeez.
You know, that was my nickname in college.
No, that was Bert Kreischer's.
Bert Kreischer, the machine.
No, Woodinville.
Oh,
Come
Well
on.
played.
Come on. All right, so let's get into this Woodinville. We got 4.
All right, so yeah, normally we do
we got
3.
4 beauties here.
But I do want to shout out the fine folks at Woodinville who every new release that they come out with, they send it our way. So thank you guys.
It's good to be loved.
Yeah, and you know what? We did a pairing with it in the magazine, and they've just every time they release something new, we get it, and so they've started to play with all the different finishes. So some of these are finished in a different kind of barrel, like a Sauterne cask. There's different casks. I won't go too deep into it so that we can taste them.
Is there a Caribbean cask?
I don't think that we have that.
But I'm sure. But that I'm in my Caribbean cask phase.
Is that right? You're
okay.
Maybe because I live in the Caribbean now.
Yeah.
So
All right.
But hey, not.
We'll see what we can do.
All right, Woodinville. Just
Here we
just
go.
an idea.
All right, so-
I give you a virtual suggestion box. All right. So A, B, and C. This is A, and this is very
darky.
yeah, man. Like if
Yeah.
you're not getting the job with this, but
No, sir.
they're gonna say, hey, would you like some water?
Wow, that's a lovely nose.
like
though.
What does the nose know? On
Like a
this?
bronze color.
Oof.
It is a good nose.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
robust,
And it's got
caramel.
it's got a nice amount of booze in it.
robust, fresh.
Yeah.
This is not a lightweight.
Ooh, Caribbean queen.
Okay, Billy Ocean.
A lot of singing in this episode.
Well, we're happy.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, we're drinking booze and smoking cigars and talking to you, so that's the best part. All right, so
That is interesting.
so I've dolloped my palate
Okay.
with the Woodinville. So now I'm gonna take a little smoky.
It's not a thin tasting spirit. So it has a little bit of mouthfeel to it.
Yep.
Caramelly.
Explain mouthfeel.
It's just not like it's not thin. It's
So,
the opposite.
it's
of
rich,
thin.
it's
Yeah,
robust.
so I've described it in the past as like taking up real estate in your mouth.
Yeah, it like coats your
Gotcha.
your tongue and mouth.
Yeah, so if you had let's go like in order to explain these things, I think you got to go to extremes. So if you have a glass of water, right? Water being the thinnest, and then you had let's say a swig of maple syrup, right? That would be on the other extreme of viscosity and mouthfeel. And so in between there's degrees. And that's what we're talking about.
Some
But this is
apple?
a really nice nose.
Did you say apple?
Red apple?
Because I just got apple.
Do they have apple in Washington? Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah, they have Washington State.
Yeah.
Well, you have to
the,
have
the Apple Cup.
The Apple Cup between
Yeah,
the Huskies
well,
and the Cougars.
Dude,
I think there was some,
this is a granny. No.
some subliminal thing that you, guys
you
did
got
with
the
Washington.
206 in Seattle,
Word. Sir Mix-a-Lot.
That's right. Put them on the glass. Very underrated Sir Mix-a-Lot. Put on the glass. All right, so I would say this for me. Everybody's in their own lane here. I think to me, we're operating very independently. A marriage with 2 beds. Not that that's a bad thing, but I feel like this is a marriage with 2 beds.
I love Lucy.
That's right. And Desi was down. He didn't like those 2 beds. So.
No, hell no.
So, but again, how are you guys feeling?
Miami
with this?
High, Desi Arnaz.
That's right. My buddy Dan Kramer, who is from Southern California, it was like a third cousin of Desi Arnaz.
Para bailar la
Last name is
bamba.
Kramer.
Dan Kramer, exactly. So clearly,
I try to keep the singing going.
Desi-
guys.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys
Desi
ignored
was
me.
an explorer, as we all know in life. So
Yeah.
third cousin. So, but how you feeling with this, Eric? These are very good on their own. I don't know if they're playing well together.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. There's not a lot of impacting one way versus the other. I mean, maybe the cigar
Super good.
impacted the whiskey
Super
more.
good, man. Super good booze though. Oh,
Yeah,
You dig it, huh?
oh my gosh.
me too.
See, you have done this show has
Oh.
brought me into the neat side because I always like
Yeah.
I always like one big rock, throwing it in
And
there.
by the way, nothing wrong with that. When you're,
Sure.
if you need to prolong this or you want to cool it down a little
Right.
bit, cool it down. Ooh,
Wait a minute.
Staying with the songs.
Wait a minute.
All right.
This is
If you want to cool down your whiskey,
hashtag sing.
nothing wrong with an ice cube. Honestly, especially a big cube.
Yeah.
But you never want to use. I was going to go slightly geeky. You never want to use crappy ice,
Right.
like ice from your ice maker.
Dun 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 dun. dun.
Ice baby. Or you never want to use vanilla ice on it either. By the way, we have
Okay.
only had one sip of this, and
And that's
we are off the
And
rails.
all hell has broken loose on Cigar Snob Magazine podcast.
All
All
right.
right, so let's go to B, as I like to say, number B.
So B, right here, looking at it.
First of
a lot
all,
lighter, right?
First of all, I don't know. I think there's like a half a drop in mine. I don't know what happened.
Yummy. I don't know what's wrong with her.
I think
Must be the expensive one.
Maybe. Although she doesn't
This
typically care.
This
She
must
just
be the
pours them.
Calvino Reserve.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, don't give them too much because you know how they get.
This one smells completely different.
Yeah, a lot calmer.
Yeah. Well,
You got to get in there.
Yeah.
This one,
Yeah, but there's a unique, different kind of nose to it.
I feel like this one's richer, less caramelly.
Richard the Lionheart.
Mm-hmm. Jim,
I was looking at the legs.
I
on
know.
this. I was looking at the legs on this. Sorry.
you want to borrow my readers?
This is finished in a different kind of cask.
I thought they all were.
Yeah, but this is like a different kind of
This
cask.
one's got a little heat at the end. Little heat at the end.
and some oaky tannin that grips my mouth. Like it grips it. No? You don't get that? As soon as it like just grabs it. So that's like a different that has
I would call this a smacker. I figure you're like,
I know you like to use that, but
you're like
yeah.
sorry,
and by the way,
sorry for those who don't like that ASMR in their life, but you're going to smack with
but
this.
the reason that it's doing that is because the reason it makes you want to do that is because it has gripped your tongue, and so you're trying to like release that a little bit, and that's why you're smacking.
I need our executive producer Christian to have that sound effect available at any moment, whenever anything happens. All right, so I did drink puff.
It like
I don't know.
It did impact it,
amplifies the spice in the cigar.
Yeah,
That smacker that you're talking about amplifies
knocked down the cream, brought up the spice.
brought up the spice.
Yeah,
Which, if that's what you're looking for,
yeah.
you found it.
This is an interesting one. I don't know that I love it as much as I love the first one.
I agree.
First one I thought was
I agree.
delicious.
But I
This
mean,
one feels
but,
like a woo departure.
but it goes well with the cigar.
But yeah,
It does
that's
actually
exactly
impact
it. I mean, the sort of the dilemma. I'm trying not to use the word issues anymore or problems. That's the corporate LinkedIn speak. Don't use issue.
No.
Don't use problem. The
Be
challenge.
meticulous.
The challenge that A provided was that it was independent. Like I could drink A alone, nonstop, all day. Great. Didn't really play with the cigar. These two are actually
Yeah, they're
interacting.
doing something to each other.
Yeah, they're coy.
Let me
they're-
do a puff and sip.
The old puff and sip, huh?
How's those T-shirts that we're gonna make? Puff, puff, drink, 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 puff, puff.
We're still on the Smoky Treat T-shirt.
I know we gotta get that done.
So, if you go the other way, puff to drink, the whiskey changes completely.
Yeah.
It is impacted like profoundly. It's a
Good?
different whiskey.
Good.
To me, yes.
I think it's good. I think these two are excellent together.
Yeah, to me the whiskey has changed my taste, right? Everybody has a different taste, but for my taste, it has changed for the better with the cigar. So that's kind of good.
And what I liked about it is when you puff and then take a drink, the finish. I finally got it right. I stopped using aftertaste. The finish is excellent because there's a little heat at the end, but it's not it's not offensive, and it has a nice lingering finish to this. Yeah. These two are really good together.
Yeah, I gotta say that is such a unique bourbon. This B.
All right, so B.
It's got
B leader in the clubhouse in terms of the pairing.
The pairing, yeah.
Right,
if on its own, I would prefer to drink A, but
yes.
B, man, it is. If you wanted a unique tasting whiskey, holy moly!
I just love the finish. I love the finish. All right, let's move over to number C. All right, this one we're back. I would say it's a middle ground between the darkness of A and the lightness of B.
Yeah.
This has like I haven't sipped it yet, but on the nose it has like a
what is that?
Like a sherry.
Yeah,
I smell it. I was gonna say it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like a blended whiskey that was in like a sherry cask.
And I don't know if that's a positive or a negative. Is that good or bad?
We shall
it's just
soon
different.
see.
Okay.
All right, so drinky.
Man, it does have that very sherry. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Sherry. You knew that was coming.
sherry, baby.
You knew that was coming. All right. So there was
Were you singing a different song or were you just off key?
probably off key
Okay.
because in my head
You were
it
singing
sounded
Sherry
amazing,
Baby?
but what actually came out? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't sound like it.
Four seasons. Yeah. Frankie Valli. The animatronic now for Frankie Valli, by the way.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about now.
Oh yeah, you just look up Frankie Valli animatronic. They got him in concert. He looks like a Disney animatronic. Dude's 175 years old. Still making that money though. All right, so the finish not as heat. No, there's not so much heat with the finish.
Agreed.
Really nice, pleasant.
I like it a lot.
Pleasant.
It changed the cigar a little bit, but it still left all the good stuff in the cigar. So I like that.
And you took a sip and then you did the puff.
Yeah, now I'm going to go
For
the other
for
way.
all our first time listeners out there, we try to go both ways on this.
Right.
We try to take sips and then
That way we can
Smoke
find out
it.
what's going to
See
work.
what's gonna
the
work,
best. Like for
exactly.
me, like when we did B, it was puff drink.
yeah.
That was the best
I
because of
got
the finish. So now I'm going to go
I'll
puff.
switch.
I'm
Yeah.
going to switch it up here.
the
with C.
sip puff on this combo is lovely to me. Now, there is one little caveat, right? As the cigar goes along, it's also changing. So
Right. Yeah. So you're working through that.
yeah, so it's tough to calculate which is which there, but
But
right now, I think we're in the sweet spot of that cigar.
Yeah. For me, guys, maybe again, I'm not.
You emptied the glass.
I am
so-
not expert. As in Big Lebowski, I am not expert. But I don't know. This C isn't doing anything with me with
Oh,
the cigar.
man,
With the cigar.
I could
Mapley.
smell this all day though.
Yeah. But in terms of the pairing, I'm not feeling it.
It tastes like maple syrup to me.
I like the
Delicious.
Pancakes.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I like C a lot, and I like it with the cigar a lot from the sip to puff. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. For me, it's confusing my palate.
I
For me.
think we're going to have a tough time finding something that doesn't pair well with this cigar.
I think you're right because it is kind of in that
really
sweet
good.
spot of
It's-
what
It works well with
I'll
anything.
tell you
works
what,
with all these things.
I
yeah.
love the puff and then the finish because the finish isn't as strong as B, but it's a nice finish there. It's a nice little hey,
yeah.
it's like
I think it's a sherry.
I think it's a
kinda finish.
good solid woman that is gonna be there with you, hard times, gonna be there.
Yeah, I like that.
I got you. Figure it out.
Stand by your man.
Get him, Tammy. Get him,
Well
Tammy.
done, dude.
Get him, Tammy. Yeah,
Well
I mean,
done.
I mean, it's what I recant. It's very good. Puff.
It's okay, Jimmy. We can all have our own.
That's it.
taste.
We're
It's
flexible,
fine. It's
right?
fine.
We're
It's
flexible.
fine.
That's why
we don't have to have.
That's why-
consensus. It's okay.
That's why we live.
I
in
don't
the-
want to convince you.
That's why we live in the Yuma.
Yeah.
By the way, I just figured out why Cubans call the United States Yuma. I just figured it out.
These are recent arrival Cubans from 1980 to now.
Right.
They
They call
that's
the
what-
United States Yuma. You know why?
Go ahead, hit them with it.
The movie 310 to Yuma,
Mm-hmm.
the Western, they redid it with the guy from Gladiator. I forgot his name. The big dude, the big fat guy who's kind of fat, kind of skinny. But the movie 3:10 to Yuma was a Western, and it was a huge hit in Cuba. That was like the big cowboy movie everybody watched.
But 3:10 to Yuma was John Wayne, I believe.
Right.
The original.
Right. And then they redid it.
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
And so they redid it 3:10 to Yuma. So in Cuba, since it was the United States, where the movie took place, United States, Yuma. So that's why all the Cubans call the United States Yuma.
Wow.
There you go.
Did not know that.
Put that.
They
put that
more,
down.
I think, they use the term like for American people, like a Yuma, like the American guy.
Like I got a cousin who lives in Yuma.
Yeah.
And
But anyway.
she loves it. So there you go. But so far so good. I still think B is the leader in terms of the pairing, but C ain't bad. If you don't want that strong finish at the end, a more subtle, reserved, then you go with C. All right, we're into D.
All right.
D is
Number D.
This is like a Killian's Red right here.
Yeah, that is the color exactly right. Bringing back the old
Retro.
Target trade a Killian's Red.
Is Killian's Red even? Is that?
I'm sure.
Is that still around? That beer?
You know, it was when I was
Yeah.
when,
Oh
when I
my
was
God,
drinking at 5 a.m. on St. Patrick's Day.
I drank so many of those. My God, but I haven't had it in easily 20 years.
You probably had it on St. Patrick's Day.
No, I drink Guinness on St. Patty's, buddy.
Oh, OG.
Oh,
What's the nose?
Again, it's such a round, rich.
This is different. It's almost like
This is like candied.
cinnamony.
Cinnamony. Yes. For sure.
It's different.
Like
Yeah.
Candied, even like a candied nuts.
Cinnamony.
It does have a ton of cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
By the way, when we say that these things, I just want to clarify that. When we say that a cigar has coffee or almonds or any of those things, doesn't mean that they used coffee or almonds in it. That's just what the tobacco that's the aroma that you associate to be able to describe it to a
Right.
person.
It triggers it.
Doesn't
in your,
mean
in your
that
brain.
it has that in it. Same thing with these whiskeys.
You're
getting that
your
from the barrel.
oblongata or what?
Yeah, you're getting that from the barrel. It's not that this has
Yeah.
cinnamon in it. It's not a spiced rum like a Captain Morgan's or anything like that.
Sure.
It just, the smell that comes off of it, the closest thing you can attribute to it is cinnamon,
Right. It's
candied fruits.
like cayenne and cigars. I mean, they're
very
not
sweet.
putting cayenne
Very
in.
sweet.
Is it? I haven't taken
Very desserty.
Wow, that was awesome.
Right? Right?
I love that one. I want more of that one.
Every dentist,
Holy moly,
every
that was
dentist
delicious.
in the world is going, yes, drink that.
That is delicious.
I think
That
it
is
complements
great, right?
the spice.
I haven't taken a
it
sip
has
of the
it has
puff
spice to it, so I think it complements the spice in the Romeo and Juliet.
By the way, thank you again to the guys at Woodinville. Thank you for sending these constantly.
By the way, these are 4 different sort of.
They are so different.
And the
Profiles,
goggles,
right?
Thank them for the goggles.
no,
What?
they did not send the
Oh
goggles.
no, they're
that
not
was
the
somebody
goggles.
else. No.
Somebody else. Sorry,
Yeah.
forget the goggles.
That's the guy from White Lotus and Righteous Gemstones.
Wow, this one's exceptional.
So good, right? But
I would buy this for the house.
But does it play?
Yeah, I don't know yet. I'm just
I think
in
it
love
does.
with
I
it.
think they complement each other perfectly.
Like on its own? Like, you know what? Again, maybe I'm an alcoholic. Well, I'm not an alcoholic because I don't go to meetings, but I would get some vanilla ice cream and I would pour this on the ice cream.
Delicious.
Oh my God.
Delicious.
The silence tells you everything.
Yeah, it didn't change the cigar a whole lot. I'm okay with it, but it didn't impact the cigar a lot. Maybe give it a second.
I think this is the one that is the most different of all,
Yes. Yes.
And
but
on
in a very good way.
in a good way.
In an exotic way.
on its own, it's exceptional.
Right.
Really hit it out of the park.
So
with that.
Jim, if you had to rank them right now,
Gosh, this is. Here's my
I
dilemma.
just can't not drink that one again.
Here's my dilemma. A and D are fantastic,
yeah,
but on their own. B and C play best, but I would have to go with B in terms of playing with the cigar. But like in terms of on its own, A and D, oh my God, amazing. You know, different, different, if you like sort of a sweet kind of desserty kind of profile, that's D.
I have my own take on this.
I like A. I think D is a little bit too different for my taste.
Well,
It's good.
If you
But it's a little-
if you just finished a dinner
Can I tell you something?
and you have D, oh, amazing.
Take a puff of the cigar. Well, you guys have no D. Oh, Jimmy has some D left. So if you take a puff of the cigar and then drink D, the sweetness of it gets knocked down. It gets knocked down just a hair, just enough to make it less sweet.
It's almost like
And then you can kind of play with that. I'm
like
in
a
love.
minty grape or something.
I'm in
It's
love
different.
with D.
See,
I'm in love with D.
my challenge is I don't want anything to get in the way of D. I've just had myself a steak dinner.
So
I've
here's
enjoyed
my take on
myself.
that. You've said that other times on the show, and I can respect that.
Uh-oh.
It's
Here we
okay.
go.
Here we go.
This is what we call in the parlance. This is correction.
Belt
No.
to ass.
No, but in a good
Here
way.
it
But in
comes.
a
No.
good way.
No. It's not a belt to ass or a correction. It's not, because we all have our own.
No, of course. I love this. This is me taking notes and learning.
No. It's okay. So just like when the whiskey impacts the cigar too much and it changes it,
Mhm.
just take another puff, and take another puff, and it goes back. After a couple of puffs, it goes back to normal. And so you enjoy the change, and then right? So it adds complexity to your tasting without the cigar having to be, without it having to carry all of that complexity with it.
Right.
So you're able to mess around with that complexity. And in this case, it goes the opposite way. The cigar messes with the whiskey.
Right.
And so you're like, it takes down the sweetness, but then you take the next sip. Now sweetness comes back a little more. You take the next sip, sweetness comes back all the way.
Bro Chachos, we've been doing this show together, 3 years now?
Yep.
This is probably the most fun, complex, interesting, perfect pairings that I've been a part of.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good point. I think, and I agree with you. I think it's because it's all from the same company.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're able to just work from the same base. Whereas when we like last show, we did Lafroig, Lagavulin, and I think Port Charlotte.
That was a weird one.
Yeah, they were so different, and so it's hard to, because it's every single one is like a total curveball, change up,
right.
slider, So this one, no, you're working off the same sort of base, and they're just messing with the barrels that they're using or the amount of time that they're aging them, right?
Good on you, Woodinville.
Yeah.
My God, you guys are doing it right over there.
By the way, the cigar is, I think, like Ivan said earlier, I think that it works
Yeah.
on any spirit. It's so good. Seriously, it worked with all of these in different ways. And I think that if we took these away and poured 4 completely different things like rums or something, you'd still find that
Sure.
it works.
Why don't we do that? Wait a minute. So all right. So we've got them down. So let's take our final count. If you had to pick one, Ivan.
A.
Eric?
I can't not drink D.
But with
Yeah.
Romeo and Julieta.
It's so, I think that it's so good that I can't pick another one. Although, B was the one that made for the more interesting pairing. D is so good that I'll live with whatever pairing it comes with.
You're on the balconette.
I'm on the balcony with D.
In your robe,
Yeah.
and you have one to drink. You're picking D.
Woodinville D, not Romeo, Woodinville D, Woodinville D.
All of a sudden, Bars Lerman and Leonardo.
Sure.
This will be the sequel. So okay. So you go with A.
Yeah.
You go with D. I go with B. This could be the franchise
great.
record we actually have.
Awesome.
So
Wait, what's your second? I'm curious.
I would say C.
Yeah,
Me too.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I loved C. But
C was
once
great.
we got to D, it was hard to lay off
See,
that one.
D to me, that is end of the night. Meal is good. You're enjoying, you work. Oh,
Hello.
that goes into you know what, you've conquered the day, you've conquered the week. You that meeting, that presentation, that promotion, whatever, and I'm going to just chill and I'm going to knock down. That's what I would do with D. But with this particular cigar, I'm going to go with B. Now, we're going to have the final say. Judge Jami.
Yummy.
Let's go.
All right, so Yami, what were we drinking?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, before we get to the big reveal, let me tell you about our sponsor, El León Jimenez Rum. Made in collaboration with Barceló, El León Jimenez Rum was first bottled in 2013 to, here comes that word I don't like, commemorate the 110th anniversary of La Aurora Cigars and celebrate the company's extraordinary history. The rum is the real deal, though. The Beverage Testing Institute scored it a 97 in 2020, and we featured it in Cigar Snob magazine multiple times. It was designed to pair with cigars, and I have yet to find a cigar that the rum does not improve. Get your hands on a bottle of El León Jimenez rum today.
And by the way, they have the new one coming out now, the 1903. So that one's coming out like in a couple weeks.
It's already out.
It's out?
I saw it at
thing.
Total
Oh,
Wine.
nice.
It's
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
So what were we drinking? What was A?
It's Woodinville straight bourbon whiskey,
Woo.
finished in port cask.
Okay.
45% alcohol. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
So that was the port cask finish.
Yes, that was a port cask. Then they're all Woodinville, and this is a special limited release straight bourbon whiskey finished in tequila barrels.
B.
Oh.
That's
That's
what
the
I
one
thought.
you liked.
That's what I thought.
That's
I thought it was
50% alcohol. All right.
B. It just tasted so different,
Yeah.
right? And so
Well-
unique. It was the tequila.
But the most different is the last one.
Well, yeah,
The last
yeah.
one.
But I can see it has a different color.
All right. C is the Woodinville. This is a special limited release as well. It's a straight bourbon whiskey finished in Sauterne cask. 52.5 alcohol. And the last one,
The funky one.
funky. Well, it's a little different. Woodinville straight rye whiskey, aged 8 years, 50% alcohol.
Totally different, right?
There you
it
go,
was
guys.
a rye.
Thank you.
Aged 8 years. That was awesome. Wow. Thank
Great
you,
job.
Yami.
Thanks, Yami.
Yami getting it done as usual. By the way, the rye. Rye's my jam.
I knew it.
Rye's my jam, even though I went with B.
You went with B. You
Which
went
is-
with the tequila finish.
And I'm not
because-
even a tequila guy.
I know, but you're the Cuban Mas Mexican.
That's it. Go Raiders.
But no, I could tell that guy was so different. Like I know we said the C or D was very, very different, and that's because it was rye. Right? The other ones were bourbons. That
Right.
one's a rye. So it was night and day difference. But on the bourbons, which were the first three, that B was just on the nose. It was so unique.
And it's played so well. And by the way, you know me, I'm big on labels
Yes, you
or
are.
bands. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that.
So well done.
How cool is that? The little almost looks like a branding
Yeah.
on top of the cork. Look at that. That's amazing. A little W on top of a W and underneath that CO period. Look at that.
Woodinville Whiskey Company. Yeah, really well done. Congrats to those guys. It's
You might be
exceptional
missing
stuff.
a bottle when this is all said and done.
Exceptional
I would
stuff.
get our inventory people on this.
You would do the
stat.
tequila. That's your guy.
Although again, end of the night, end of the week,
Mm.
that D with the rye. OMG, my friend.
Yeah, that was amazing.
They were all equally amazing in their own unique sort of way. Kind of like when you have kids, you know, you don't have a favorite.
Sure.
Although I think some of us do have our own favorites. But anyway,
Jimmy.
B and D were for me exceptional.
I found B very sweet, and I think that's because of the agave. And in that,
Well, in terms of this exercise, right? In terms
Yeah.
of what played, I think it's got to be B for me. But D, although and I laugh because A, I could also see myself just, you know, chilling, having a drink, you know, end of the day, any day of the week, any time of the day. A is amazing as well.
and the one that we all picked for number 2, the runner-up, was the Sauterne cask.
C.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, C.
So I thought it was sherry. It had like a sherry kind of finish, but it was Sauterne.
So explain to everybody what
It's
Sauterne is.
easly to confuse.
Yeah,
Sherry
yeah,
and
yeah,
Sauterne.
yeah. Yeah, I mean it's a sweet wine from France. It's if you like sweet white wine, not overly sweet. So I don't
It's
want
it's a dessert wine region.
Yeah, but it's not overly sweet, not like ice wine.
No.
So no, I just want to clarify, when we say a dessert wine, doesn't mean it's like over the top sweet, but it is on the sweet side rather than on the dry side, right?
They're sweet.
Yeah, but it's not like ice wine sweet, you know. So anyway, Sauternes is a French dessert wine. It's delicious.
Region.
If you like it, you know, if you're into that,
Love it.
exceptional, right? Some of the best dessert wines in the world come from Sauternes.
And I'll tell you what, man, this segment, The Perfect Pairings, brought to you by Leon Jimenez Rum. So good. So good. So amazing. And again, we've been doing this together. We've been doing this for about 3 years. This is one of the most funniest?
Most fun.
Funniest.
Most fun.
Fun and
Perfect
funny.
Pairings. This one goes in the archives. So good. And Woodinville delivered on this one. So congrats to them and what they're doing. And
Awesome work, guys.
Yeah,
Honestly,
man.
that was amazing. And the cigar was exceptional with it, with all of them.
Thanks for watching Cigar Snob on YouTube. If you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. There's a lot of content on our channel. And we also print a magazine, so subscribe to that at cigarsnob.com. But in the meantime, catch you on the next one.